like the most is see people's reaction. People's reaction when you play a music, when you play a song, and people react to the song because they love it or they know the lyrics, you know. The energy that I get back from other people, that's priceless. Like, you know, sometimes I can come to a party and I'm down, and as soon as I get the energy from people, you know, my mood changes right away.
We're gonna have shots.
What's going on in your head, like when you DJ? How does it feel?
It's hard to explain.
I know.
I mean, I feel like I'm one with the music. It's like, you know, like the music speaks to me and I understand everything. I can feel everything, like every beats, every drums, every snares, every bass line, you know. And I understand the music, so I understand you know, when it's gonna start, when it's gonna stop, and all that. So once I get into my groove, I'm really in tune with the music. Yeah, I'm just in my world. I still see what's around, but I'm really in my world. So what I like to play the most is afrobeats. Afrobeats, amapiano, afro house, just because I'm a dancer, you know, at heart, and that's what makes me move. What I like to listen the most is more, you know, it's not what I play the most. I like to listen to R&B, I like to listen to neo-soul music, jazz.
Like you didn't go to school for that?
No,
right?
so I learned DJing by myself, the same as my other activity, which is graphic design. Learned by myself as well. I have this tendency of learning things that I like by myself since I'm a kid. C'est juste là. I would say the life event or the change was me moving to Canada. Because I kind of like found myself and knew what I was supposed to do in life. The DJ scene in France has maybe a bit more of a culture in terms of, like, you know, we have the OGs, we have the legends, those people who came in the first like 80s who were like DJs who broke out, like, you know, hip hop and stuff like that. So there's a big culture of DJing in France, which I don't find here, because I feel like a lot of DJs that, you know, I include myself, we're a lot of like up and coming DJs. There's established DJs, you know, but they're not the ones that we hear the most, I feel. And they don't have the same impact as those OGs DJs that we have in France, who are like respected as like big DJs. They've done like, you know, a worldwide tour. They work with like big musicians and artists. So that's different in that sense too. There's this thing about either, you know, you're very good at what you do, and people, you know, book you, and I feel like this is the only way for you to make it out in France. But here, I feel like if you start, you know few people, you can actually start your own party and start to DJ yourself. So I feel like it's easier here. But once again, I've never tried to DJ in France, so I couldn't really tell, you know. My first DJ name was a bad name. I don't want to say it now, but it was a really good name. My second DJ name was Curator Fly. So a lot of people know me under that name, Curator Fly. I changed during COVID to Sound Curator. So basically it's just, you know, that's what I like to do. I curate music, I curate sound, you know. I don't consider myself as a DJ per se, because there's a technique, you know, there's like an art to DJing that maybe one day I'm gonna reach. I'm not there yet, but, you know, I have goals in terms of DJing, and yeah, but Sound Curator, I came up with the name. I was always into music. Before DJing, I was a rapper.
In
France, you know, I did a couple of, you know, stage scenes and, you know, a couple of musics, videos and stuff like that. But it wasn't serious. It was just, you know, for fun with my friends. And because I always loved music, I always danced too. You know, dance was always part of me as well. Not necessarily as like teaching, but just dancing all the time. 2014, we started to organize events with, excuse my French, 416. And at first we invited DJs, you know, paying DJs and all that. And at some point I'm like, you know what, let me try it. It didn't seem too difficult. And the music that was playing was not the music that we wanted to play at our parties. And we felt like, you know, if we would be in control of the music, it would be easier. So that's why I decided to start DJing. And first I started with like house parties. You know, I was hosting people at my place and I was DJing at my place, just, you know, to get used to it. And then when I actually did the first party, I was stressed, but somehow DJing felt natural to me. Just because I've listened to so much music for so long, when I understood like the basics of DJing, it felt easy, it felt natural. So I would say I was stressed the first few minutes, but once I was into my set, it was just fun. The culture of DJing is changing. It's not as technical as it was, but there's like different, it's like hip hop, right? There's different style of DJing. So there's people who are vibe DJs, people who are like more like turntablists, people who are more like, you know, like me, like curators, you know. There are producers that I actually really enjoy. One name is Jules. Jules is a producer from the UK and originally from Ghana. Amazing Afrobeat producer, but he produces a lot of different type of music, but his Afrobeat songs are top notch. Another one is Mastercraft, Nigerian producer. That's how I measure how much I appreciate and love and I like. There's no songs from Jules or Mastercraft that I don't like. Every time they drop a new project, I'm in love with the project. And the third producer is SARS. So SARS, Mastercraft, and Jules are my top 3 producers in Afrobeats. And then DJs, I'll go with Moody Mike, DJ True Blends, and my fellow friend and DJ Imanzi. You know, as much as some people like who Imanzi is, but Imanzi is to me, is the best DJ in Toronto, to me. You know, and because I've heard him play, I know his music culture, and you know, I just wish that. I mean, I don't wish. I know it's gonna happen one day when he's gonna be recognized as the best DJ in Toronto, because I think he is. I would love to DJ with Moody Mike. I would love to make him come to Toronto and have a party with him here. In terms, I would like to at some point make music, you know.
Sound Creator.
Yeah, I guess, right? Make music, and so who knows, maybe collaborate with Jules, you know, that would be nice. Yeah.
If you were the instrument, what do you think like your personality would fit?
Either a guitar or a drum.
Why?
Or maybe a bass line. It's either between the bass line or the guitar and the drum. The guitar because I like I just like the sound of the acoustic guitar. I appreciate the sound of the acoustic guitar, and the drums just because also same, like as a dancer I feel like the drum is everything in the music, you know, like good drums will make you move.
It's amapiano. It's amapiano. It's amapiano. It's amapiano. It's amapiano.
The best collaboration, it's actually funny because it's probably not the best party in terms of like amount of people, but it was the best energy that I ever felt. And it was that party with Icarus Sound, with Jibril Cissé. It was just amazing. So it was at the club here in Toronto, and just the energy of everybody there was crazy. Like the dancers, the people, the DJs. Like I felt like at the end of the night, like I tell my friend, like I didn't even smoke that night, and at the end I was high.
Do you have any mentors, like artistic or spiritual, that inspire you and help you on your journey?
I have a friend, a good DJ, a good friend of mine, DJ Skits, probably one of the best DJs in Toronto too as well. He's someone who I reach out to when I have questions, or even he sometimes just calls me and we have conversations about, you know, music, DJing and different things. And he's someone I know I trust his judgment as a DJ.
You play a lot of amapiano too, and it's taken over the world. How would you describe the sound and spirit of it? Like, why is it so influential right now?
It's a spiritual music. It's a spiritual sound. South Africans been knowing the sound, you know, and he has evolved, but you know, he comes from different sounds that they already have over there with coupe and coupe, and you know, the whole Afro house scene that they already have. And like I say, music is very spiritual to me. You know, I can get in a zone with music, and amapiano get me in that zone all the time. Like, it's a music that I feel like when you play amapiano, like there's no one will not move. Like everybody will bob their head or do a couple of moves. Like the music, the sound, the energy, the dance moves, like everything. The whole culture, like this is one of the culture that I actually want to get to know a little bit more. Because, you know, as much as I'm African, I have no idea, I don't know South African culture, you know, so I want to get involved in the DJing culture, in the dance culture there. Like, so that's the plan of me to go there one day. It's a young sound too, you know, all those like artists mostly are very young. So it's a young sound, so it's going to evolve even more than what it is right now. So I'm excited to see what it's going to become.
Me too. Artists in other countries reinterpret the sound.
It's good, you know, it's good. It's actually, that was going to help push the culture. That's what we wanted, you know, we wanted people to hear what we had, you know, and now with people that know what it is, of course they're going to try it too. You know, it's normal. It's not as good most of the time because like everything's new for most of them, but you know, like evolution, and people are gonna evolve, listen to the song, getting more used to the sound, and some people are gonna come with some crazy new sound at some point, you know, being influenced by that.
What's your country of origin?
Guinea.
Do you still have any relatives there?
Yeah, a lot.
How about Toronto and France?
Though I don't have any relatives here. I mean, I have my family, I'm a father, so I have kids. But
in Toronto, right?
In Toronto, yeah. But I don't have any other relatives, you know. It's like most of my family members are in Senegal, Guinea, and France. Oh, my kids are amazing. I play a lot with them, you know, I play a lot. My older one, my oldest one, I can have conversation with him now, so we have a long conversation sometimes about.
How old?
He's 5. Yeah, so I like that age because we can have conversations and it's, you know, it's amazing. So I play a lot with them, trying to be an example as much as I can. I love to cook. I love to cook because I like food, but I also love to cook because I like to try new things. I don't really follow recipes, but I will have like different things and I look at it. It's like DJing, you know, it's like, all right, cool, what can I do with that? You know, I like playing basketball. I'm a soccer fan too. You know, I'm a big soccer fan. Yeah, I don't know.
I saw you skate into a long
Yeah, I do rollerblade. I do some rollerblading too. I don't think I can be happier as an artist right now. What I think I do is maybe evolved and improved some of the things that I do right now. But in terms of changing, I think I'll still be the same person. The only thing I can hope for is that we stop looking at African artists as just like, you know, world music, you know, now it's becoming part of pop culture. So I feel like Whiskey should be in the same conversation as, I don't know, Lana Del Rey or, you know, those people. On my events every Friday at Scarlet, excuse my French, once a month with Keith Radio at Tutus. And there's festivals coming with big artists, you know, there's Burna Boy coming,
Yes.
there's the Thames coming.
Are you going?
Burna Boy, I'm probably gonna go, yeah. So Extreme French 416 is with 3 members. It's myself, Izo, and Diego. Currently we have a weekly party at Scarlett. It's kind of like a joint brother with Izo and Excuse My French 416 because we created Excuse My French 416 in 2014, summer 2014, so it's going to be 8 years now. The idea is to have events in different clubs in the cities and have DJs, international DJs, make the best party ever, you know. Obviously, coming from France and Africa, all of us, we all have this like afrobeats love, but we also love hip hop, we also love R&B, we also love dancehall, soca. So all that, we mix it together with some French hip hop, French afrobeats, you know, the soukous, dombolo, coupe, decale, and that's Excuse My French.
I guess that's amazing. Like, I keep coming back to the party. Yeah. Oh, and what's the mission of Keef Radio? How do you create?
Yeah, Keef Radio, we create Keef Radio with Imanzi. The goal is to share music, up-and-coming artists in Afrobeat and R&B. Doing this for 3 years now. It's a bi-weekly podcast, so every 2 weeks there's a new mix with new music. And yeah, you know, we collaborate. We actually started to do parties too. So we do a party at Tutu's now, once a month. We call it the Keef Radio Night. In 3 years, we gathered so many people around us who came to help and push the brand with us without asking for anything, any monetary thing, anything, just come out of love to help push the brand. And when I see those things, I'm like, ah, cool, this is something we need to continue. And there's a lot of other things that are coming with Keef Radio. It's like my baby right now. You know, it's like the one I'm pushing a lot, just because I have a good feeling about this.